Awesome. So Jordan, you've been a client of Get More Cases for almost a year now. So
Yep.
yeah, do you want to just introduce yourself, tell the camera a little bit more about what you and your firm do?
Yeah, man. Thanks for sitting down with me. I'm Jordan Lulich. I'm the owner of Lulich and Attorneys. I've been doing estate planning and real estate for going on 8 years now, since 2018. And we have a law firm here in Florida. We're based in Vero Beach. We have 3 offices. We have around 25 team members, 6 attorneys. And yeah, like Ian said, we started doing meta advertising based on a recommendation back last summer. And so I'm happy to be here a little bit more.
Yeah. So what's your experience been like working with us?
The experience has been really solid. I think from like even the initial onboarding process, one of the things that I didn't anticipate or expect really was, when you sat down with me the first time, I was really diving into questions to understand our intake process,
Yeah.
to understanding how we're qualifying leads. And helping us, we didn't need a ton of help with that, but you offered to add that value. So I think that's something that really, a lot of marketing agencies can go and they can generate more ads and leads. But you and I have talked a lot about this. It's you really got to focus on making sure that intake process
Yeah.
and that follow up process is solid. So one of the things that I enjoyed was you really asking about those questions. And I know you work with a lot of other estate planning law firms. And so really, leveraging your insight and understanding of the different firms, I think that's something that was, I really didn't anticipate. I thought you were just going to put up some ads, get us leads, and,
Yeah.
and not really be involved with that process. So I think it's been a really positive experience so far. And I think that piece of it has really surprised me going into the relationship with Get More Cases. And I think it's ultimately what led me to become a partner
Yeah.
investor and Get More Cases as
Yeah.
well.
So how much revenue have you directly attributed to your firm since working with us?
So we're always analyzing it, and it's really something that we're always looking at. I know there was a 3 month period. One of the things that we want to do is first we want to give around 3 to 6 months to let the ads optimize and to really get into the most mature part of the campaign. So I don't think it's fair to look at any campaign's results until you're 3 to 6 months into working with
Yeah.
someone. And so right around that 6 month mark for us, following about 3 months afterward, we invested somewhere around 14,000 and attribute around 70,000 in revenue.
Nice.
So it was awesome returns. 1 month alone, I know we had a return of almost 800%
Yeah.
on our ad spend, and it fluctuates. Some months are really solid and are 800%. Some months are 400%, but overall, it's been one of the highest performing areas for our marketing channels where we invest.
Yeah. How much work has been involved in your and yourself since working with us?
Not much. I mean, we've had a few phone calls. We have a director of marketing that's really involved responsible for working with Get More Cases. So I've had very limited involvement. Yeah, maybe few hours since last June.
Yeah. Yeah. So how would you describe the team and the communication?
I would describe it as flexible. I think that each company and each team has different needs. So for us, like as I was sharing before, one of the needs that we didn't really have was we had a really good intake process and procedure. You asked a lot of questions about it and
Yeah.
offered to add value. That wasn't a need that we really needed help with. But something that we wanted help with was consistent communications as far as the opportunities that are being generated from our meta ads and consistent reports and just kind of to touch base on those reports. And so, when we presented that need to your team, you guys were more than happy to offer a specific process for us that maybe fit a little bit outside of what you offer to other clients. But I think that customization and that white glove nature of being able to offer that to us has really been impressive upon us.
So what surprised you most about how the whole system runs that we set up for you?
I think what has surprised me most is really the results. I'm sitting down with clients and they're coming 30 minutes, 45 minutes away from our firm. And I ask everybody, how have you heard about us? And constantly, Instagram, Facebook, we've seen your videos. And so I never expected to have that big of an impact on such a region, not even a local market, but
Yeah.
but a regional market. That has surprised me the most. I think from my perspective, we're only doing estate planning. And if I'm talking to someone who's considering doing estate planning with Get More Cases, what I would tell them is focus on your region, don't go statewide. I would say don't get involved with probate at first, don't do Medicaid at first, just do estate planning And I think you're going to see the results very, very quickly. And so that would be, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine last week, and that's the advice that I gave him. So that's someone that I would tell a friend of mine or a stranger, as far as what my experience has been and as far as what, advice I would give in terms of thinking about launching meta ads.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
Lulich.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn, Jordan Lulich, and I'd love to connect with you and reach out if you have any questions. I would be happy to help.